Thank you. Okay, my first song is Frankie and Johnny. Artist is Jimmy Rogers, and it was written by Huey Cannon.
And covered by about a million other people.
Yes. Frankie and Johnny were lovers. Oh, how they could love. They promised to be true to each other, true as the stars above. He was her man. He wouldn't do her no wrong. Frankie went down to the corner to get a pint of beer. She asked that old bartender, has my lovin' Johnny been here? He's my man. He wouldn't do me no wrong. Well, ain't gonna tell you no story, ain't gonna tell you no lie. He's here about an hour ago with a gal named Nellie Bly. He may be your man, but he's doing you wrong. Frankie went down to the hotel, didn't go there for fun. Underneath her red kimono, she was packing a .44 gun. She'd shoot her man, 'cause he's doing her wrong. Johnny took off his Stetson hat, said, baby, please don't shoot. She put her finger on the trigger, and the gun went blue-tee-too. She killed her man, 'cause he was doing her wrong. That's the end of my story. That's the end of my song. They got Frankie in the county jail, and the gal's been there so long. She killed her man, 'cause he was doing her wrong. She killed her man, 'cause he's doing her wrong.
Good one.
So, I guess you could consider this a classic if you're weird enough. This is from Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show. Kind of about what it's like to be a rock star. It's called The Cover of the Rolling Stone. Well, we're big rock singers, we had golden fingers, and we're loved everywhere we go. We sing about beauty and we sing about truth, and $10,000 a show. We make all kinds of pills, give it all kinds of thrills, but the thrill we've never known is the thrill that'll get you when you get your picture on the cover of the Rolling Stone.
Rolling Stone.
My picture on the cover.
Stone.
Buy 5 copies for my mother.
Stone.
See my smiling face
On the cover of the Rolling Stone.
Got a freaking old lady named Cocaine Katie who embroiders on my jeans. Got a poor old gray-haired daddy driving my limousine. Now it's all designed to blow our minds, but our minds won't really be blown like the blow that'll get you when you get your picture on the
The cover of the Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone.
Wanna see my picture on the cover.
Stone.
Wanna buy 5 copies for my mother.
Stone.
Wanna see my smiling face
On the cover of the Rolling Stone.
We got a lot of little teenage blue-eyed cookies who do everything we say. We got a genuine Indian groove my picture on the cover of the Rolling Stone.
Rolling
Want
Stone.
to see my picture on the cover?
Stone.
I got 5 copies for my mother.
Stone.
Want to see my smiling face
On the cover of the Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone.
See my picture on the cover.
Stone.
Buy 5 copies for my mother.
Stone.
Want to see my smiling face
On the cover of the Rolling Stone. On the cover of the Rolling Stone.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. It was great. Real good. And now we go to all the way down to Alabama and George.
Thank you, Saul. I'd like to do one by the Clancy brothers. And it's called The Wild Colonial Boy. There was a wild colonial boy, Jack Duggan was his name. He was born and raised in Ireland, in a place called Castle, Maine. He was his father's only son, his mother's pride and joy, and dearly did his parents love the wild colonial boy. At the early age of 18 years, he left his native home, and to Australia's sunny shore he was inclined to roam. He robbed the rich to help the poor. He shot James McAvoy. A terror to Australia was the wild colonial boy. One morning on the prairie, as Jack he rode along, listening to the mockingbird who sang its cheerful song. Up rode 3 mounted troopers, Kelly Davis and Fitzroy. They all set out to capture him, the wild colonial boy. Surrender now, Jack Duggan, for you see there's 3 to 1. Surrender in the Queen's high name, you are a plundering son. Jack drew 2 pistols from his belt and proudly waved them high. I'll fight but not surrender, cried the wild colonial boy. He fired a shot at Kelly, which brought him to the ground, and turning round to Davis, he received a mortal wound. A bullet pierced his proud young heart from the pistol of Fitzroy, and that was how they captured him, the wild colonial boy.
Thank you. Great song. Okay, and now Murray.
Okay. All right. Let me put on my reading glasses. Okay. This is a song. It's a very old song. It's one that Pete Seeger said he doesn't much care for because he said there's too many stanzas which go, I gave thee this and I gave thee that, but still thou wouldst not love me. And so he didn't like the lyrics too much. But I don't know, it's such a beautiful melody, and the lyrics are really not that bad. And it's really goes back to the year of 1580 in the 16th century. And it's English. It's an old English. I don't know who was the monarch at the time. Was it Elizabeth the First, or was it Edward, the King Henry's son at the time? I forget. But anyway, whatever it was, it's the song "Greensleeves," and it's a guy singing about this lover, this woman that he loves, but who won't return the love that he gives to her. Alas, my love, you do me wrong to cast me off discourteously, for I have loved you well and long, delighting in your company. Green sleeves was all my joy, green sleeves was my delight. Green sleeves was my heart of gold, and who but my lady green sleeves? Your vows you've broken like my heart. Oh, why did you so enrapture me? Now I remain in a world apart, but my heart remains in captivity. Green sleeves was all my joy, green sleeves was my delight. Green sleeves was my heart of gold, and who but my lady green sleeves? I have been ready at your hand to grant whatever you would crave. I have both wagered life and land, your love and goodwill for to have. Green sleeves was all my joy, green sleeves. Excuse me. Green sleeves was all my joy, green sleeve was my delight. Green sleeves was my heart of gold, and who but my lady green sleeves? If you intend us to disdain, it does the more enrapture me. And even so I still remain a lover in captivity. Green sleeves was all my joy, green sleeves was my delight. Green sleeves was my heart of gold, and who but my lady green sleeves? My men were clothed all in green, and they did ever wage on thee. All this was gallant to be seen, and yet thou wouldst not love me. Green sleeves was all my joy, green sleeves was my delight. Green sleeves was my heart of gold, and who but my lady green sleeves? Thou couldst desire no earthly thing, but still thou hadst it readily. Thy music still to play and sing, and yet thou wouldst not love me. Green sleeves was all my joy, green sleeves was my delight. Green sleeves was my heart of gold, and who but my lady green sleeves? Well, I will pray to God on high that thou my constancy may see, and that yet once before I die, thou wilt vouchsafe to love me. Green sleeves was all my joy, green sleeves was my delight. Green sleeves was my heart of gold, and who but my lady green sleeves? Ah, green sleeves, now farewell, adieu. To God I pray to prosper thee, for I am still thy lover true. Come once again and love me. Green sleeves was all my joy, green sleeves was my delight. Green sleeves was my heart of gold, and who but my lady green sleeves? That's it.
Yeah, it was supposed to be written by Henry James. I think it's highly unlikely it was by him, really. It was probably one of his courtiers or something, one of his musicians, but it's that period.
You
I
said
was just
Harvey-
looking it up, like, and it said that it was written after Henry VIII's time. So that was just a sort of a fallacy that they said it was him.
Actually, it's
Yeah,
generally
I thought it
attributed to Henry VIII, and theoretically he wrote it for Anne Boleyn.
Yeah, but he didn't because it was written after he died, apparently. So it's like it was in Elizabeth I's time.
What year did he die? What year did he die? Do you know?
I don't know, but it was written. I was just looking it up to see because I always thought it was Henry VIII, but it says no, it wasn't. It was in Elizabeth I's times.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Henry the Ninth? I don't know.
Anyway, that was a beautiful song. Thank you, Murray. It was a
Okay.
great song. And now we're going to have Bob and Milo. Who goes first, Bob?
Well, it's good to be here. And yeah, we have Milo here with me. We're going to try to lower the average age of this group by a lot. So it's good to have a partner today. We're squeezing into my studio, as it were. And we picked out some songs to hopefully do with you today. Anyway, yeah, Milo is my grandson on my wife's side, and they drove over here. Took them about an hour so we could rehearse for the first time together and do something for you. The song we're going to do first off is a song by Dead Man, written by Stephen Collins. Found this song on Criminal by watching Criminal Minds on CBS, a song about murder and mayhem and serial killers. Always fun to watch, especially after this week. And how worse could it get? Anyway, he wrote this on a better note after visiting with Emmylou Harris, who had just returned from a June Carter Cash's funeral. And and it kind of goes with the week. It's kind of to remind us of our mortality and responsibility to continue to make music. And it would suggest it's even more important when times seem a bit rough. And so I suggest this song is kind of appropriate for now. Dead Man. Please come close, for I long for you to hear the sound place where there is no fertile ground, longing for, yearning not to be forgotten in an age when the music is forgotten, in an age when the music is forgotten. And the truth speaks of great and mighty things, teaching us what the peace of heaven brings. We must give, we must give to all the others, those in need, who we fear to call our brothers, reaching out so that we are not forgotten in a time when the music is forgotten, in a time when the music is forgotten. If we stand on a hill and do not touch, how can we do good? If we wash our hands with all our friends, where change can really come, if we hide our fears and don't draw near, have we really lived? Or are we just standing here hoping there is grace? In a dream I had not long ago, visions of a city made of gold, and a sound that I never heard before, such a sound saturating to the core, such a sound, one that cannot be forgotten in a time when the music's not forgotten, in a time when the music's not forgotten, in a time when the music's not forgotten, in a time when the music's not forgotten.
Absolutely wonderful.
Good song, Robert.
Milo, come every week.
Okay.
Voices blend perfectly together.
Okay, we're going to do something a little bit more fun for the next one. Take us back. Changing the key a little bit. This is a song of prejudice and redemption. Maybe also appropriate this week here. Based on a novel by Mary Bell, set in a small Louisiana town, Whistle Down the Wind, popularized by the Irish band Boyzone. I think you'll like it. No matter what they tell us, no matter what they do, no matter what they teach us, what we believe is true. No matter what they call us, however they attack, no matter where they take us, we'll find our own way back. I can't deny what I believe, can what I'm not. I know our love's forever. I know no matter what. If only tears were laughter, if only night was day, ooh, if only prayers were answered, I would hear God say, no matter what they tell you, no matter what they do, no matter what they teach you, what we believe is true, and I will keep you safe and strong and sheltered from the storm. No matter where it's barren, a dream is being born. No matter who they follow, no matter where they lead, no matter how they judge us, I'll be everything you need. No matter if the sun don't shine, or if the skies are blue, no matter what the end is, my life began with you. I can't deny what I believe. I can't believe what I'm not. I know that love's forever, and that's what matters now. Boyzone, love it.
Thank you, boss. I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed the harmonies. Okay, and now to England and Mike Reeves.
Yes, this is a poem originally by Sisley Fox Smith, he called herself, and set to music much later. And also, you'll recognise it because our friend David Jones does one of my favourite songs of his, which is about the Shire horses, ploughing horses, that at the end of them. And it's virtually the same song, but this is about the First World War, written in 1916, so halfway through the First World War. Behind a trench in Flanders, the sun was dropping low. With tramp and creak and jingle, I heard the gun teams go, and something seemed to mind me, a dreaming as I lay, of my own old Hampshire village at the quiet end of the day. Brown thatch and gardens blooming, with lily and with rose, and the cool shining river, so pleasant where she flows. Wide fields of oats and barley, an elderflower like foam, and the sky all gold with sunset, and the horses going home. Home, lad, home, all among the corn and clover. Home, lad, home, when the time for work is over. Oh, there's rest for horse and man, when the longest day is done, and they all go home together at the setting of the sun. Oh, Captain, Prince, and Blossom, I see them all so plain, with tasselled ear caps nodding along the leafy lane. Somewhere a bird is calling, and the swallows flying low, and the lads all sitting sideways and sing as they go. Well, gone is many a lad now, and many a horse gone too, of all those lads and horses in those old fields I knew. There's Dick that died at Quinchie, and Prince beside the guns, on the red road to glory, a mile or two from Mons. And it's home, lad, home, all among the corn and clover. Home, lad, home, when the time for work is over. Oh, there's rest for horse and man when the longest day is done, and they all go home together at the setting of the sun. Dead lads and shadowy horses, I see them just the same. I see them and I know them, and I call each one by name. Going down to shining waters when all the west's aglow, the lads all sitting sideways and singing as they go. Home, lad, home, with the sunlight on their faces. Home, lad, home, in happy, quiet places. There's rest for horse and man when the hardest fight is won, and they all go home together at the setting of the sun. And it's home, lad, home, all among the corn and clover. Home, lad, home, when the time for work is over. Oh, there's rest for horse and man when the longest day is done, and they all go home together at the setting of the sun.
Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you. And now from England back to Florida, Susan and Bob.
Yeah, I think all of you can agree with Bob and I that it's been a tough week. And on Wednesday, Joe Jenks posted this song, and I thought, well, that'll be a good one. So I asked Bob if he'd pull it out for us, and that's what we're going to do now.
My life flows on in endless song above earth's lamentation. I hear the real, though far off hymn that hails the new creation. And no storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that rock I'm clinging. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? What though the tempest loudly roars? I know the truth, it liveth. What though the darkness round me close? Songs in the night it giveth. No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that rock I'm clinging. Since love is Lord of heaven and earth, how can I keep from singing? When tyrants tremble sick with fear, and hear their death knells ringing, when friends rejoice both far and near, how can I keep from singing? In prison cell and dungeon vile, our thoughts to them are winging. When friends by shame are undefiled, how can I keep from singing?
Very good, appropriate.
That's a great song.
Well, tomorrow is Veterans Day, and I actually have to go and do a gig tomorrow and sing some patriotic songs and stuff. I was involuntarily drafted into the Army during the Vietnam War, And I was in a truck and tank school in New Jersey, Fort Dix, and most of the units were going right to Vietnam from there. And when our orders came down, we were sent to Germany. And if it was any other way, I'd probably be talking to you from Canada right now, because I did not believe in that war. So I thought today I would do some kind of anti-war songs. So I'm going to do one of mine next, but I'm going to do this Phil Oakes one. Oh, I marched in the Battle of New Orleans, the end of the early British War. The young land started growing, the young blood started flowing, but I ain't marching anymore. And I killed my share of Indians in 1,000 different fights. I was there at the Little Big Horn. I heard many men a lying, so many more a dying, but I ain't marching anymore. It's always the old that lead us to the wars, always the young who fall. Now look at all we've won with saber and a gun, and tell me was it worth it at all? For I stole California from the Mexican land, and I fought in the bloody Civil War. Yes, I even killed my brothers and so many others, but I ain't marching anymore. I marched in the battles of the German trench, in a war that was bound to end all wars. And I must have killed 1,000,000 men, and now they want me back again, but I ain't marching anymore. It's always the old who lead us to the wars, it's always the young who fall. And look at all we've won with saber and a gun, and tell me was it worth it at all? And I flew the final mission in the Japanese skies, and I set off the mighty engine roar, march and roar. When I saw the cities burning, I knew that I was learning that I ain't marching anymore. Now the labor leaders screaming when they close the missile plants. United Fruits screams at the Cuban shores. Call it peace or call it treason, call it love or call it reason, but I ain't marching anymore. No, I ain't marching anymore. I ain't marching anymore.
Thank you, Susan. And now we go to the swamp and Lonnie.
There are great celebrations here in Lower Trumpia, and gunfire and all sorts of stuff. Boy, is it fun. So therefore, it's time for a Bob Dylan song. I think. I'm having a problem with sound today.
You must leave now, take what you need, you think will last. But whatever you wish to keep, you better grab it fast. He understands your orphan with his gun, crying like a fire in the sun. Look out, the saints are coming through, and it's all over now, baby blue. The highway is for gamblers, you better use your sense. Pick what you have gathered from coincidence. Be empty-handed, hater from your streets. It's drawing crazy patterns on your sheets. The sky too is folding under you, and it's all over now, baby blue. All your seasick sailors, they're all rolling home. Your empty-handed army is all going home. Your lover who just walked out your door has taken all his blankets from the floor. The carpet too is moving under you, and it's all over now, baby blue. Leave your stepping stones behind now, something that calls for you. Forget the dead you've left, they will not follow you. The vagabond who's rapping at your door is standing in the clothes that you once wore. Strike another match, go start anew, and it's all over now, baby blue.
Robert Zimmerman.
Good one. Good version.
Thank you, Linus. Thank you. And now we go to Steve.
This is from Paint Your Wagon. I was born under a wandering star. I was born under a wandering star. Wheels are made for rolling, mules are made to pack. I've never seen a sight that didn't look better looking back. I was born under a wandering star. Mud can make you prisoner and the flames can bake you dry. Snow can burn your eyes, but only people make you cry. Home is made for coming from, for dreams of going to, which with any luck will never come true. I was born under a wandering star. I was born under a wandering star. Do I know where hell is? Hell isn't hello. Heaven is goodbye forever. It's time for me to go. I was born under a wandering star. A wandering star. Mud can make you prisoner and the place can bake you dry. Snow can burn your eyes, but only people make you cry. Home is made for any luck will never come true. I was born under a wandering star. I was born under a wandering star. When I get to heaven, tie me to a tree, or I'll begin to roam, and soon you know where I will be. I was born under a wandering star, a wandering star. That's it.
Thanks, Steve. Bringing up those obscure songs.
Thank you so much, Steve. Thank you so much. And now we go to Kathleen in England.
All right, okay. Right, this is my war song for the day. It's written by Billy Bragg, and it's called Between the Wars. Not sure if I've done this before. I might have done. I was a miner, I was a docker, I was a railway man between the wars. I raised a family in times of austerity, with sweat at the foundry between the wars. I paid the union, and as times got harder, I looked to the government to help the working man. But they brought posterity down at the armory. We're arming for peace, me boys, between the wars. I kept the faith and I kept voting, not for the iron fist, but for the helping hand. For theirs is a land with a wall around it, mine is a faith in my fellow man. Theirs is a land of hope and glory, mine is a clean field and the factory floor. Theirs are the skies all dark with bombers, mine is the peace we knew between the wars. Call up the craftsman, bring me the draftsman, build me a path from cradle to grave, and I'll give my consent to any government that does not deny a man a living wage. Go find the young men, never to fight again, bring up the banners from the days gone by. Sweet moderation, heart of this nation, desert us not, we are between the wars.
Thank you.
Kathleen, your original sound is on? If not, it's a little wanky on your internet.
No, sorry, I forgot it. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll put it on for the next one.
Yeah, okay, Drew, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to do a song by Cole Porter. Title of it is Anything Goes, and I'll let you all interpret it however you like. In olden days, a glimpse of sake was looked on as simply shocking, but now, Lord, anything goes. Good authors who once knew better words now only use four-letter words writing prose. Anything goes. The world is going mad today, and good's bad today. Day is night today, and black's white today. And When most guys today, the women prize today, just silly gigolos. And though I'm not a great romancer, I know what I'm bound to answer when you propose. Anything goes. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as simply shocking, but now God knows anything goes. Good authors too, who once knew better words, now only use four-letter words, writing prose. Anything goes. The world is going mad today, and good's bad today. Black's white today, and day's night today. For most guys today, the women prize today are just silly gigolos. And no, I'm not a great romancer. I know what I know to answer when you propose. Anything goes. Anything goes. Anything goes.
Bring it back to those old.
Old memories. Thank you so much, Drew. Okay, and now Debbie and Ron.
Where's Ron?
Unmute. Still not unmuted. Still not unmuted yet.
Debbie, unmute.
Debbie, for Pete's sake, unmute.
Let's see if I can do it for her. Okay,
Okay.
Just muted us.
Okay, all right. Okay. What is this? We keep getting. All right. We're going to start with Julian of Norwich, which we haven't done in a long time, but it was written by Sidney Carter. And there's a lot of history, which I won't go into, but basically the message of the song is all shall be well again, so we can all be hopeful. All right, so.
Loud are the bells of Norwich, and the people come and go. Here by the tower of Julian, I tell them what I know. Ring out bells of Norwich, and let the winter come and go. All shall be well again, I know. what I know. Ring out bells of Norwich and let the winter come and go. All shall be well again, I know. All shall be well, I'm telling you, let the winter come and go. All shall be well again, I know.
Good one.
Okay, so let's see what's next. All right, so now an anti-war song. Since, of course, Bob Gelb stole the one I was going to do, so we've got another one. Another Vietnam War
Payback.
song. Payback, he says. All right. All right, so this was a Phil Oakes song. Let's see, what key did I say? I sing in key of A.
Which?
Key of A.
I just said G, and now it's A. But
All right. His newly fixed banjo here. All right. All right, let's see if this works. All right, I'll probably forget some of these words since I haven't sung it in many years. I'm just a typical American boy from a typical American town. I believe in God and Senator God and keeping old gas road down. And when it came my time to serve, I knew better than bread. So when I got to my old draft board, this is what I said. Sarge, I'm only 18, I got a ruptured spleen and I always carry a purse. I got eyes like a bat and my feet are flat and my eyes was getting worse. Oh, think of my career, my sweetheart dear, my poor old invalid hand. Besides, I ain't no fool, I'm old as fool, but I'm working in advance plan. I got a dislocated disc and a racked up back, I'm allergic to flowers and bugs. How many bombshell hits get epileptic fits? I'm addicted to 1,000 drugs. I got the weakness woes, I can't touch my toes, I can hardly reach my knees. And if the enemy they ever comes close to me, I'll probably start to sneeze. Sarge, I'm only 18, I got a ruptured spleen and I always carry a purse. I got eyes like a bat and my feet are flat and my head is getting worse. I got weakness woes, can't touch my toes, I can hardly reach my knees. If the enemy ever comes close to me, I'll probably start to sneeze. Well, I hate showing lying, I hope he dies, but there's one thing you gotta see, that somebody's gotta go over there, but that somebody isn't me. So I wish you, Sarge, wish you well, Sarge, give him hell and give me, oh shucks, kill you 1,000 or so. If you ever get a war with blood and gore, I'll be the first to go. Oh, I'm 18, I got a ruptured spleen and I always carry a purse. I got like a bat and my feet are flat and my head is getting worse. Oh, think of my career, my sweetheart, dear, my poor old invalid man. 'Cause I ain't no fool, I'm going to school and I'm working in defense plan. And I ain't no fool, I'm going to school and I'm working in defense plan. Memories. We haven't sung it since this. Thank you.
That was great, but brings back old memories. Okay, I guess it's my turn now. On the 15th, which I believe is next Friday, Faye and I will be celebrating 54 years of marriage. Now I think back to, I think it was my 10th anniversary, and I wanted to do something real good for her. And I think, she introduced me actually to folk music. I didn't know too much about it, but she introduced me to a lot of the village and a lot of the good songs. And one of the places she took me was up to Mystic Seaport, when every year they had the folk music, the Sea Music Festival. And I got to know very well Jeff Kaufman, he was the director of the festival, a very good songwriter in his own right. So I figured I was going to do something. I called Jeff up. I said, Jeff, I want you to come for the evening. I said, and just sing to my wife and myself, how much you want. So he says, I'll be glad to do it for you for $300. He had to come in all the way from New London, Connecticut, where he was living at the time. But then I fake out wind of what was happening. She says, you can't do this. She says, we need an audience for it. We cannot just let Jeff sing for ourselves. So I said, well, you had the borderline originally gone belly up. She says, well, you have the mailing list for them. We took the mailing list. I sent out invitations, and our friend Steve Shapiro, he loaned us his living room, which was an acoustically perfect place, and we had something like 50 people showed up. So we charged him like $25 a pop, and we ended up, he made money, and I didn't really have to lay out so much from my pocket. So the evening was a resounding success. I mean, he did two 45-minute sets. And when we finished up, the people turned to me and say, when is the next one? I said, next one? I said, I thought this was going to be a one-shot deal. I said, no, we want to hear it. This is a great thing, So this was the second birth of the Borderline, actually. And from then on, we put in many years, and it was one of the most successful folk clubs in Rockland County before we moved down here. So anyway, this week I was listening to this a channel on Facebook. It was a group for sea shanties, and one of the songs they played was one of Jeff's songs, which I had forgotten completely, and it reintroduced me to this song. And it was actually the title track of an album he had made called Fair Stood the Wind. So this is what I'm going to do today. And the theme of the songs actually is that people are overfishing different fishing grounds, and there's no real conservation, and people are going broke because the fishermen are being put out of business. It's very true in Newfoundland, but it's true in other places too. So here is Jeff's song, Fair Stood the Wind. He didn't write it. It was written by a band named Alan Bell. So this is the song. Now that the fishing is over, now that the boats are all gone, now that the quays are deserted, there's talk as to what can be done. For once we had herring aplenty, once we had cod by the score, once we had fish landings daily, just as in the fisherman's song chorus, fair stood the wind for the old fishing ground, as we hoisted our sails once more outward bound, to hunt for the herring wherever they be, and take what we could from the bountiful sea, and home once again with a swift flowing tide, with the harbor lights burning all on the port side, our catch in the hold, our day's labor through, a share for the skipper, the boat, and the crew. Farewell to the shoals of herring, farewell to the long busy day, farewell to the ones who remember how to fish in the old-fashioned way. For nowadays men of all nations all gather to catch the seas dry, and they don't care about conservation, and they stand back and watch the seas die. Fair stood the wind on the old fishing ground as we hoisted our sails once more outward bound to hunt for the herring wherever they be and take what we could from the bountiful sea, and home once again with the swift flowing tide, with the harbor lights burning all on the port side, our catch in the hold, our day's labor through, a share for the skipper, the boat, and the crew. Farewell to the far distant waters, farewell to the nights and the storm, farewell to the nights in the minches we're ashore and will never return. For now that the fishing is over, now that the boats are all gone, now that the quays are deserted, there's only the echoing sound. Fair stood the wind for the old fishing ground as we hoisted our sails once more outward bound to hunt for the herring wherever they be and take what we could from the bountiful sea, and home once again with the swift flowing tide, with the harbor lights burning all on the port side, our catch in the hold, our day's labor through, a share for the skipper, the boat, and the crew. Alan Bell.
It's a nice song.
That's a good song.
Okay, and now we start our second round again. Pat, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So are we. Everybody else mute.
Okay. This is a Bob Dylan song. Don't think twice. Ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. Don't matter anyhow. Ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe, if you don't know by now. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. Ain't no use in turning on your light, babe, a light I never knowed. Ain't no use in turning on your light, babe, I'm on the dark side of the road. But I wish there was something you would do or say to try and make me change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway, so don't think twice, it's alright. Ain't no use in calling out my name, gal, like you never did before. Ain't no use in calling out my name, gal, I can't hear you anymore. I'm a thinking and wondering, walking down the road. I once loved a woman, a child I'm told. Gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. But don't think twice, it's alright. So long, honey, babe. Where I'm bound, I can't tell. but goodbye is too good a word, babe. So I'll just fare thee well. I ain't saying you treated me unkind. You could have done better, but I don't mind. You just kinda wasted my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright. Don't think twice, it's alright. Don't think twice, it's alright.
Now, Harvey.
So my old friend Howard reminded me on Facebook that a long time ago we went to a place on Long Island called My Father's Place and saw Dave Van Ronk do this song, which is known by two different names, St. James Infirmary and Gambler's Blues, and I thought I might do it before Ron decided to. It was down at Old Joe's Bar on the corner by the square. They were serving drinks as usual, and the usual crowd was there. On my left stood Big Joe McKennedy, whose eyes were bloodshot red. He turned his crowd around him. These are the very words that he said. I went down to that St. James Infirmary, saw my baby there, stretched out on a long white table, so sweet, so cold, so fair.
Let her go, God bless her, wherever she may be.
May search this wide world over, never find a great man like me. When I die, please bury me. My high-top Stetson hat, put a $20 gold piece on my watch chain. Boys will know it's like standing pat. I want 6 crab shooters, 4 pallbearers, chorus girls to sing me a song. Put a jazz band on my hearse wagon, raise hell as I stroll along. Roll out your retired carriage, roll out your retired hag. This 12 men go into the graveyard, 11 men coming back.
Let her go, God bless her, wherever she may be.
She may search this wide world over, never find a sweet man like me. Now that I told my story, I'll have another shot of booze, and if anyone happens to ask you, I've got them St. James Infirmary.
Thank you, Harvey. Thank you, Pat. And now we go to George.
Thank you, Saul. I'm going to change horses in midstream here. Since there's a lot of anti-war stuff being done today, I guess I will join the crowd. Haven't practiced this, so we'll see how it comes out. It's written and recorded by Tom Paxton, and it's called Lyndon Johnson Told the Nation. I got a letter from LBJ. It said, "This is your lucky day. It's time to put your khaki trousers on. Though it may seem very queer, we've got no jobs to give you here, so we are sending you to Vietnam." Lyndon Johnson told the nation, have no fear of escalation. I am trying everyone to please. Though it isn't really war, we're sending 50,000 more to help save Vietnam from Vietnamese. I jumped off the old troop ship and sank in mud up to my hips. I cussed until the captain called me down. Never mind how hard it's raining, think of all the ground we're gaining. Just don't take one step outside of town. Lyndon Johnson told the nation, have no fear of escalation. I am trying everyone to please. Though it isn't really war, we're sending 50,000 more to help save Vietnam from Vietnamese. Every night the local gentry sneak out past the sleeping sentry. They go out to join the OVC. In their nightly little dramas, they put on their black pajamas and come lobbing mortar shells at me. Lyndon Johnson told the nation, have no fear of escalation. I am trying everyone to please. Though it isn't really war, we're sending 50,000 more to help save Vietnam from Vietnamese. We go round in helicopters like a bunch of big grasshoppers, searching for the Viet Cong in vain. They left a note that they had gone, they had to get down to Saigon, their government positions to maintain. Lyndon Johnson told the nation, have no fear of escalation. I am trying everyone to please. Though it isn't really war, we're sending 50,000 more to help save Vietnam from Vietnamese. Well, here I sit in this rice paddy, wondering about Big Daddy, and I know that Lyndon loves me so. Yet how sadly I remember way back yonder in November when he said I'd never have to go. Lyndon Johnson told the nation, have no fear of escalation. I am trying everyone to please. Though it isn't really war, we're sending 50,000 more to help save Vietnam from Vietnamese.
Wow.
Good job, George.
Wow, wow, wow.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Brings back old memories. Thank you, George. Okay, and now we go to Murray in Pennsylvania.
Okay. And this is a Paul Simon song. And it was from the time when he was singing with Garfunkel and Art Garfunkel. And it's a very famous song of his. He wrote it in, it was produced anyway in March of 1969. And it's the song, The Boxer. I am just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. I have squandered my resistance for a pocket full of mumble, such are promises. All lies and jest, still a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. La 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 la. La, 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 la. When I left my home and my family, I was no more than a boy in the company of strangers, in the quiet of the railway station, running scared, laying low, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they would know. La 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 la. asking only workman's wages. I come looking for a job, but I get no offers, just to come on from the whores on 7th Avenue. I do declare there were times when I was so lonesome, I took some comfort there. La 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 la. La 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 la. And I'm laying out my winter clothes and wishing I was gone, going home, where the New York City winters aren't bleeding me, leading me, going home. In the clearing stands a boxer and a fighter by his trade, and he carries the reminders of every glove that laid him down or cut him till he cried out in his anger and his shame, I am leaving, but the fighter still remains. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, Bob Winkler and Milo.
Okay, having some good weather here in Arizona, finally. We're in the 80s, about zero humidity, just enjoying things. We're finally over our cold wave. We were down in the 30s at night, freezing, literally. Anyway, we're going to have some fun with the next song from a popular movie. Anyway, we'll just go with it. Kiss me, mother, kiss your darling, lay my head upon your breast, throw your loving arms around me. I am weary, let me rest. Seems the light is swiftly fading. Brighter scenes they do now show. I am standing by the river. Angels wait to take me home. Kiss me, mother, kiss your darling. See the pain on my brow. Smile, I'll soon be with the angels. Fate has doomed my future now. Through the years, you've always loved me, and my life you try to save, but now I shall softer. D flat. Gordon Lightfoot, according to Bob Winkler. Of course. In the early morning rain, with $1 in my hand and an aching in my heart, and my pockets full of sand, a long, long way from home. I miss my loved one so. In the early morning rain, with no place to go, out on runway number 9, big 707 set to go. I'm out here on the grass, where no other pavement never grows, where the liquor tasted good,
And all the women were fast.
and the women all were fast. And there she goes, my friend. She's rolling down at last. Hear the mighty engines roar. See the silver wing on high. She's away and westward bound, far above the clouds she flies, where the morning rain don't fall, and the sun always shines. She'll be flying over my home in about 3 hours' time. This old airport's got me down. It's no earthly good to me, 'cause I'm stuck here on the ground, cold and drunk as I might be. You can't jump an old jet plane like you can a freight train. So I pass be on my way in the early morning rain. So I pass be on my way in the early morning rain. Gordon Lightfoot.
Excellent.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Marlo. Okay. Now we go to Mike Reeves in England.
Yes, this is a more cheerful one as well. I'm a poor man, as honest as they come. I never was a thief until they caught me. The judge said he swore my hands were red. No matter how I pled, they found me guilty. There was no bail, it's off I go to jail. I went, no, nothing now could save me. Calamities, they always come in threes, and that's how many months it was they gave me. No, never in the livelong day will you find me back in St. John's jail. No, never in the livelong day will you find me back in St. John's jail. 'Twas a grey day when first I went astray. The devil was the man who came to tempt me, and in no time me life was one of crime, and now you see the trouble that it's got me. There are 4 bare walls at which to stare. Me board and me lodgings are all paid for. You can't see the turning of the key. To hear it turning back is all you want wait for. No, never in the livelong day will you find me back in St. John's jail. No, never in the livelong day will you find me back in St. John's jail. But I'm sad to say, here I am to stay, with only arm bars to lean on. I get a cold bath to dampen down the wrath, though it's barely just a month ago I had one. God knows I need a suit of clothes. You'd think they could have found the one to fit me. The boots would be fine if they were both a 9. I'm walking like a fall of stones have hit me. No, never in the livelong day will you find me back in St. John's jail. No, never in the livelong day will you find me back in St. John's jail. And I'm sure that my mother's heart will break to see me in this state of such repentance. I'm glad she's not around to see, and I'll be out before she finishes her sentence. The sun will shine, I'll leave it all behind, knowing I've done my time and done my duty. When out of the gate, on the narrow and the straight, to the place where I've buried all the booty. That's why never in the livelong day will you find me back in St. John's jail.
Now back to Florida, Susan and Bob.
Well, going with the previous statement that, it's been a rough week, I had actually considered doing this song last week, and then on Wednesday, Yo-Yo Ma was playing it on his cello, and I said, well, that's a sign, so if Yo-Yo Ma can do it, so can I. 'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis a gift to come down where we ought to be. Ha! And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we'll not be ashamed. To turn and to turn will be our delight, till by turning, turning we come round right. Simple gifts.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to do one of my own songs. And I've done this before quite a while ago, but ironically, my notes are, I wrote it back in August of 2016. And I said in my notes here, the last administration made for a frustrated old folk singer. All the work we had done in the 60s and 70s would be erased. Talking about coming back around. It was just a dream here inside of me, that all the world would live in harmony. We'd all hold hands in all the lands, and now I see it was not meant to be. It was just a dream I had when I was young, and I carried it on a guitar and not a gun. And I thought I could say to my son, look at all we've done. Look how far we've come. But it was just a dream. Oh, just a dream. Oh, just a dream I had inside of me. It was just a dream here inside of me. The South would see we don't need the Confederacy. We march in the streets of Montgomery, so every man, oh, would be free. But it was just a dream I had when I was young, and I carried it on with a guitar, not a gun. And I thought I could say to my son, look at all we've done. Look how far we've come. But it was just a dream. Oh, just a dream. Just a dream I had inside of me. Just a dream here inside of me. We'd melt our guns, make peace with our enemies, and put love in the hearts of humanity, and write the songs that shape our destiny. But it was just a dream I had when I was young, and I carried it on with a guitar and not a gun. Could say to my son, look at all we've done, and look how far we've come. It was just a dream, oh, just a dream, just a dream I had inside of me. My son said, Dad, don't stop dreaming now. There's work to do. Oh, some way, somehow. And although it seems we have broken dreams, have faith in man. Oh, to dream again. And he has this dream now that he is young, and he sings the songs that his father sung, and he hopes to say, oh, to his son, look at all we've done, look how far we've come. But it was just a dream, oh, it's just a dream, just a dream he has inside of him.
Great song.
Great song, Bob.
Thank you, George.
Okay, thank you so much, Bob. That was wonderful. And now we go to Lonnie.
You know, I was thinking about the music business, and I thought to myself, well, you know what? I'd like to sort of paint a musical picture of the music business. That, I don't know, a lot of you guys have worked in folk music, but I mostly worked in what I called industrial music, which is working in cheap bars and restaurants and like that, you know. And it has its advantages because in actuality, nobody listens to you, so you can do anything you want, you know. And this actually is a song about that. And it's called Cheap Bars. It goes like, you know, just like this. Laying down the blues
was in the sleazy all night. Customers yelling at us, but they ain't listening right. 25 TVs, each one blaring loud. Can't even hear our monitors through this nauseating crowd. It's the American dream. Lord, the American dream. Drinking cheap beer and a boat when we get paid. We work really hard, but we never make the grade. The drunks demand songs that they don't even know. Spilling their Budweiser on our amps down below. Can't wait to load our junkie band when the night is done. Just to drive back to our hovel, ain't that really fun? It's the American dream, Lord, the American dream. Drinking cheap beer and a boat when we get paid. We work really hard, but we never make the grade.
Play some Skinner, man.
The drunks demand songs that they don't even know. Spilling their Budweiser on our amps down below. Can't wait to load our junkie band when the night is done. Just to drive back to our hovel, ain't that really fun? It's the American dream, Lord, the American dream. Drinking cheap beer and a book when we get paid. We work really hard, but we never make the grade.
We don't like you.
The owner's just a miser and he won't turn on the noise. Says we gotta play more upbeat for all these lovely girls and boys. The drunk hillbillies heckle, play some Freebird, man. We turn up our monitors to drown them out if we can. It's the American dream, Lord, the American dream. Drinking cheap beer and hoping we get paid. We work really hard, but we never make the grade. Yeah, yeah.
Hey man, can you play something more upbeat? What the hell do you think this is?
Here's another smart-ass comment.
My amp's on the fritz and my guitar's way out of tune, but we're keeping it together, crooning a love of it too. A beer spilled in the drum machine, so now it's passed out cold. Yes, we're a two-person band tonight. How's that for bold? It's the American dream, Lord, the American dream. Drinking cheap beer and a vote when we get paid. We work really hard, but we never make the grade. My amp's on the fritz and my guitar's way out of tune, but we're keeping it together, crew, with a buffet tune. A beer spilled in the drum machine, so now it's passed out cold. Yes, we're a two-person band tonight. How's that for bold? The manager hollers, last call, time to go. We pack up our gear, muscles aching and slow. Waiting for our pay, it's past 3 in the morning, barely enough to fill up the tank so we can make it home by dawn.
Now the goddamn seagull won't start. Now we're gonna have to row.
Oh, the American dream. Drinking cheap beer and a book when we get paid. We work really hard, but we never make the grade. Crawl in our bunks, turn on the TV static, dreaming of a day when things won't be so tragic. Gotta keep on trying, can't give up this fight. Someday we might make it, made to see the light. It's the American dream, Lord, the American dream.
What do you mean the floorboards are floating? Oh my God, we're in trouble now. Yeah.
They play Stairway to Heaven.
Of your music,
Play me
Lonnie.
something up. Man,
Very creative, Lonnie.
Love
I
your,
hated those days. I'll never.
love your
I
productions.
I swear to God, I'll never, ever play a live gig again. Ever.
That's very clever, beautiful, Lonnie. I love it. Okay, and now we go to Steve is out already. Kathleen.
Oh, okay. That was brilliant, Lonnie. Brilliant. Okay, right. I heard this. I mean, it's not a song. I think I've learnt it before, but I heard it on the radio today, and I thought, oh, this was very appropriate for all yous over there, I'm afraid. It's Anne Hill's song called "Yesterday's Wind." made me think of somebody that's come back. Been out all morning picking up trash, newspapers, letters, old photographs, tangled in branches, stuck in the trees, caught in the bushes and all over the street. And then you came blowing in on yesterday's wind. Started at sunset, just a small breeze, then came the whistling, picking up speed. I closed all the shutters and barred all the doors. Even with that, it still rattled the floor. So then I watched the ashes spin in yesterday's wind. Yesterday's wind came barreling through here like thunder, through January back to December, a bonfire right down to the cinder. I turned from the window, lay down on my bed, sounds of destruction pillowed my head. Everything torn up, nothing intact, the world upside down, and me on my back again, watching you descend on yesterday's wind. Yesterday's wind came barreling through here like thunder, through January back to December, a bonfire right down to the cinder. Wild geese are flying further down south, I feel the cold and a kiss on my mouth. God, I'm so weary, it's all I can do to take a deep breath and one step from you, and then turn my face again from yesterday's wind. Yesterday's wind. Yesterday's wind.
Good song, Kathleen.
Thank you, Kathleen. And now we go to Hohokus, New Jersey. Drew Smith.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Sal. I'm going to do a Carter family song called Just a Few More Days. Start off with the chorus. Just a few more days of sorrow, just a few more days of pain, just a few more days of cloudiness, just a few more days of rain. Then I'm going to meet my Savior. He has got a home prepared. Then I'll join the holy angels. Mother will be waiting there. Not so long ago, one morning, Mother called me to her bed. Then she threw her arms around me. Listen to these words she said. Darling, I am going to leave you, but you'll not be left alone. Jesus will protect and shield you after he has carried me home. Oh, just a few more days of sorrow, just a few more days of pain, just a few more days of cloudness, just a few more days of rain. Then I'm gonna meet my Savior. He has got a home prepared. Then I'll join the holy angels. Mother will be waiting there. Sometimes I am sorely tempted. Sometimes I am sorely tried. But to overcome, I'm trying, seeking Jesus as my guide. Oh, sometimes the path seems rugged, but it only makes me pray. And I know if I keep trying, I'll see my mother some sweet day. Just a few more days of sorrow, just a few more days of pain, just a few more days of cloudness, just a few more days of rain. Then I'm going to meet my Savior. He has got a home prepared. Then I'll join the holy angels. Mother will be waiting there. Yes, Mother will be waiting there.
Thank you, Brew.
Thank you.
And now Debbie and Ron.
All right, so wait a minute.
Yeah. The
Okay.
wife and me are fussing, brother, that's alright. Me and that sweet woman got a license to fight. Why don't you mind your own business?
Mind your own business.
Mind your own business.
Mind your own business.
Yes, you mind your own business,
and you won't be minding mine.
Oh, the woman on my party line's a nosy thing. She picks up the receiver when she knows it's my ring. Why don't you mind your own business?
Mind your own business.
Mind your own
Old Hank Williams. No one would steal that one.
I'll make a couple of brief comments. Bob Gelb, you hit me again where I live. Thank you for that song. It was just a dream. That really resonates with me. And you know, I did a handful of gin mill gigs, and I'm lucky I never got bottles and ashtrays thrown at me, but I got a lot of insults and stuff. So I kind of get an idea, and I can identify with not wanting to do it again.
Right, and Bud Gelb, and then Lonnie, and all the people that have had that lovely experience.
American dream.
Yeah, no. I never sang in bars. I sang in concerts. Okay, this is another key, so let us. All right, so back to some of the politics. So I heard today people who are in this country legally but one of them, they're married, but whether the husband or the wife, if they're not officially legal yet, they're gonna deport them. So, and then after all their stuff about family values, I don't know, it's like taking children away from their mothers. That was a good one. Anyhow, okay. All right, so this one is an old song, though, written by Woody, about throwing people out of here.
Okay, looks like it's my turn again. And after I'm done, I'm going to ask, as usual, George if he would want to close the show for us.
Be happy to do that.
Thank you so much, George. Okay, this song is about war, but wars that people really did not want to fight. It was about the Irish.
Someone's tuning a banjo over you there, Saul, and they need to mute.
Okay.
That's Ron. Okay. Okay, he's muted. Okay, thank you, George. Okay, it's about a war that people really didn't want to fight. These are Irish people, and they were drafted to fight a war, one of England's wars in Spain. They didn't really like it, but all they could do is go and sing about it afterwards. The melody of this song is traditional, but the words and the lyrics were written by Tommy Makem, who always sang with the Clancy Brothers, one of the greatest Irish songwriters ever, in my opinion, and many other people's opinion too. It's called Fare Thee Well Enniskillen. And when the Irish soldiers would go and fight for England, they would depart from the port of Enniskillen. That's where they lived from, where they left from, rather. It goes, our troop was made ready at the dawn of the day. From lovely Enniskillen they were marching us away. They put us then on board a ship to cross the raging main, to fight in bloody battle in the sunny land of Spain. Chorus, fare thee well, Enniskillen, fare thee well for a while. And all around the borders of Erin's green isle, and when the war is over, we'll return in full bloom, and you'll all welcome home the Enniskillen dragoons. Oh, Spain, it is a gallant land where wine and ale flow free. There's lots of lovely women there to dandle on your knee, and often in a tavern there we make the rafters ring, when every soldier in the house would raise his glass and sing, fare thee well, Enniskillen, fare thee well for a while. And all around the borders of Erin's green isle, and when the war is over, we'll return in full bloom, and you'll all welcome home the Enniskillen dragoons. Well, we fought for Ireland's glory there, and many a man did fall, from musket and from bayonet, and from thundering cannonball, and many a foeman we laid low amid the battle throng. And as we prepared for action, you would often hear this song, fare thee well, Enniskillen, fare thee well for a while. And all around the borders of Erin's green isle, and when the war is over, we'll return in full bloom, and you'll all welcome home the Enniskillen dragoons. Well, now the fighting's over, and for home we have set sail. Our flag above this lofty ship is fluttering in the gale, and they've given us a pension, boys, of 4 pence each a day. And when we reach Enniskillen, evermore we'll have to say, fare thee well, Enniskillen, fare thee well for a while. And all around the borders of Erin's green isle, and when the war is over, we'll return in full bloom, and you'll all welcome home the Enniskillen dragoons. Tommy Makem.
Good one.
Thank you. Okay, next week is the last session of this login link. There'll be a new link that will be sent out the following week, but next week we're still on the old link yet, and after that we're going to get a new one. Okay, so tune in on the old links for the final one next week. Okay, with that, George, you're You're on.
Thank you, Saul. I'm going to do another anti-war thing by an anti-war song by Tom Paxton. It's called "The Willing Conscript." And if you know the song, I'm going to play it in the key of C. Oh, Sergeant, I'm a drafty and I've just arrived in camp. I've come to wear the uniform and join the martial tramp. And I want to do my duty, but one thing I do implore. You must give me lessons, Sergeant, for I've never killed before. To do my job obediently is all that I desire. To learn my weapon thoroughly and how to aim and fire. To learn to kill the enemy and then to slaughter more. I'll need instructions, Sergeant, for I've never killed before. Oh, there are rumors in the camp about our enemy. They say that when you see him, he looks just like you and me. But you deny it, Sergeant, you are a man of war. So you must give me lessons, for I've never killed before. Now there are several lessons that I haven't mastered yet. I haven't got the hang of how to use a bayonet. If he doesn't die at once, am I to stick him with it more? I hope you will be patient, for I've never killed before. And the hand grenade is something that I just don't understand. You've got to throw it quickly or you're apt to lose your hand. Does it blow a man to pieces with its wicked muffled roar? Oh, I've got so much to learn because I've never killed before. Oh, I want to thank you, Sergeant, for the help you've been to me. You've taught me how to kill and how to hate the enemy. And I know that I'll be ready when they march me off to war. And I know that it won't matter that I've never killed before. Thank you.
Thank you so much, George. And thank you, everybody, for showing up this week. Next week, same time, same station. We'll be here, God willing. And thank you all so much. I'm glad to be able to keep the show going. And you all help me. And as I say, Friday will be my 54th wedding anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Congratulations.
Yep. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, I think we're in our 4th year already. Let's try to keep it going.
All right, got to keep the music going.
Okay.
We shall do our best.
Thank you all.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Try to be of good cheer.
Take care all.